I'll take it from here, Gil.
No, wait, no, you can't take my sale. My wife's gonna leave me if I don't start bringing in the green.
Hey guys, it's Luke here from IC Print, and I just want to share another little insight, an aha moment that helped us really change, really helped. This one's probably a more personal one. It helped me change the results that I was getting in my business. And this one is around having an abundant mindset. There's a great quote that was shared with me. It says, to be abundant, you must first be abundant. And it's a real cliche type sounding thing, and it is hard, a lot of the time. There's another book, it's called The Secret to Money is Having Some. So what this is talking about is the mindset shift when you have more than enough leads coming in, or too many inquiries that you can't handle, or so much work that you're trying to do. All of a sudden, you're not, that guy on The Simpsons, the salesman Gil. Come on, Gil, close the deal. Like, he's really, I don't know, he sucks as a salesman. He's not abundant. He's desperate. And desperate salespeople, or desperate, when you're just desperate generally, it's really unattractive quality. And if you're trying to grow your business and you have this desperation in your energy, in your tone of voice, in the way that you carry yourself, you'll be turning people off. Even if it's a subconscious thing, people don't want to work with desperate people. They're, just not attractive. The other thing is, when you're desperate for sales or desperate to make more business, you'll end up doing business with people that you really shouldn't be doing business with. Like, the deal that's available is not going to be profitable. It's not your ideal client. The job isn't really what your core strength is. So you're coming from a place that you're not, an authoritative, confident space, and you'll be less profitable. If you're working for something that's, at or below cost even just to get a client, then you're not profiting. Your business isn't growing. In real estate, as a real estate agent, for example, if you're listing a house, and because it's the only market appraisal you've done all week, and you really want a listing because you got no stock, and you're listing a house that's well above what the market's going to pay for it, and the vendor is not motivated and won't budge, you're going to be spending time, listing and marketing their property, and you're not going to, get a result in the end of the day. You're just wasting time. But if you had so many leads on the table, you could confidently say no to that vendor and say, look, that market isn't going to pay that. I don't feel for your property, and I don't want to waste both of our time. Let's just walk away. You made less sales, but or you really made the same. But you haven't gone on and wasted time. You've now got other deals. So having an abundant mindset allows you to choose to work with the most well-fitted clients, and you can hand select the work that you want and comfortably walk away from the deals that aren't going to be in your best interest as the business owner. So some of the things that have helped me try to get more abundant in my mindset around business and money particularly is doing little things like having a daily transfer of funds going into a separate account that I just see growing over time. It's only, I do $11 a day, so it's not a huge amount of money, but the fact that there's this pool of money that is not being touched, it's growing over time. Every day I see that in the bank reconciling, and I just feel like I'm having a long-term, I'm going to be more successful. I'm going to have some money. It's a small amount, but it's more of the psychology behind it. Also, you can do journaling, or focus on your vision boards and all those sorts of things that probably everyone's tried. And to be honest, none of those really had much result for me. Like, when we didn't have much in the terms of sales, or not enough cash flow coming in the business, sitting there and humming a mantra trying to feel abundant, I just couldn't do it. I was always chasing my tail and trying to hustle to get the money for next week's bill type thing. And it was hard. It was, and I would say almost impossible for me. I just couldn't do it. And what eventually shifted for us is we got out of something that was costing us several $1,000s a week. Sorry, not several thousand. About $1,000 a week we're paying for some mastermind stuff. Another 2 key team members left that were full-time. So all of a sudden, with the same amount of work, instead of me being desperate for work, I was now overwhelmed with work. I couldn't keep up. It was so much work. I was doing, more hours than ever to keep up with it. And I was now in an abundant position where I could say no to work that wasn't ideal for me, because I couldn't keep up with the work that was coming in anyway, mainly because those 2 full-time staff members left. So that's what it was that helped me to transition into a more abundant mindset, whereas, we just cut back on our capacity. So our inquiries were the same initially, and our capacity was reduced, where I had to work a lot harder to keep up with the inquiry. And then over time, that continued to grow, and that was what helped me shift. So if you've tried those other things, as far as, having visions or journaling or whatever it is, affirmations and feeling abundant and focusing on the abundance around you and all those things, and you couldn't really just be actually abundant, then if you can, try to cut down on some overheads, cut back on capacity. If you've got a big warehouse and it's half full, get a smaller warehouse that's 100% full or almost full or overflowing even. So then you can, start to get that psychology, that mindset, abundant mindset back. Anyway, I know I've rambled a lot for this one, but it was a big journey for me, so I did want to share a bit longer video here. Sorry, I hope it was valuable. If you stayed this long, I'm sure it was. And have a great week. Thanks again. Cheers.